Greetings, everyone. It's Patrick Oborn, co-founder of Telarus. I'm here at beautiful Telarus headquarters in Studio 19 with a very special guest today. It's Mark Sollenberger, president of First Communications, one of our newest providers. Mark, welcome to the program, sir. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Patrick. Thanks for having me. Great to be here.
So, quick question. First Communications, you're pretty new to the Telarus portfolio, but you're not new to the channel. For our partners watching here today who may not be that knowledgeable about you, tell us about the three products that you really focus on, that if you see something in these areas, you're going to want to talk to First Communications.
Yeah, definitely. For us, our experience and what we do is the bringing in the network, SD-WAN, UCaaS offering. I mean, those three things. We've got a lot of skill. We got a lot of know-how, a lot of expertise, a lot of systems, and that's really where we concentrate. And we do well.
So network, SD-WAN, and UCaaS, which are the darling products of today. They're interconnected. They're the building blocks for the cloud experience. For again, we don't sell product, right? We sell outcomes, and those three things are required now for any reasonably good cloud outcome. Talk to us about how you got there, because that's where the market is today, but it wasn't where it used to be. And everybody who's gotten into this market faced years and years of maybe an uphill battle trying to get people to convert. But you guys have also been through a few different iterations of your company as well. Tell us about how you iterated to get to the place where it's the absolute sweet spot for the market right now.
Yeah, we have. We kind of, very unique history. We started out actually in the utility space.
Okay.
We are a child of First Energy here in Akron, a big utility company, providing telecom services to them, but then also expanding out and providing telecom services to their residential and business basic customers, and that was more of the traditional POTS line services. So we're talking 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Then from there, with all the regulatory changes and stuff, we started building our network out, doing a lot of acquisitions so we could expand nationwide, both products and services, and also started focusing more of that network onto the uni circuits with T1s, PRIs. And then from there, we knew we had to keep evolving. So what we did about 10 years ago is we sold off a lot of our assets. We had a long haul fiber network. We had a tower business. We ended up selling so that we could strictly and specifically focus on telecom and what we thought we did best, which then started to roll out UCaaS and really getting into that cloud space, which, as we all know, those were the right decisions to make as we sit here today.
So when you made those decisions to get into those spaces, as a provider, you've got to pick your horses, right? Like which technology are you guys going to really focus on? Tell us about the technology that you picked for SD-WAN, and conversely, the technology that you chose to go to market with for UCaaS.
Yeah, so for SD-WAN, we really have two services. We have kind of what we call the Cadillac through VeloCloud, depending on what the customer needs, depending on the size and what they're looking for from a service offering. And then we also go to Fortinet SD-WAN. And that has a whole other different applications, depending, again, on the size of the customer, what they're looking for, and what they want us to manage and what they want to handle on their own. So we really go the gambit where we can do that small, medium-sized business.
So VeloCloud being more of the customer kind of just needs kind of stuff that's cookie cutter a little bit. And Fortinet for the more, there's an IT staff and they want more bells and whistles and levers to pull, right?
Yeah, the VeloCloud is really the one that is where it's more bells and whistles.
Okay.
A lot more functionality.
Good. As somebody told me once, more nerd knobs. I'm like, nerd knobs, okay. Fantastic.
Great.
So talk to us a little bit about your Metaswitch and your Microsoft on your UCaaS side.
Yeah, so we had started off, which a lot of people did, offering a BroadSoft offering. And then from there, after the purchase from Cisco, we knew that we wanted to be more in control of our future. We were also very familiar with the Metaswitch, is that some of the switching that we ran in our network. So we decided to go with the Metasoft platform, transitioned our entire base of customers over in a very quick amount of time. And I put that success directly on our people, their knowledge, their dedication, their entrepreneurial spirit. They were able to do it in record time. Of course, we started off slow, we made mistakes, but we learned from those mistakes, and we were able to accelerate them through it from just really kind of getting the ball rolling and building it up. Then, we're really excited with Microsoft acquisition of Meta. We think it's just going to continue to expand our services and products that we can offer over that platform.
Yeah,
which will benefit our customers.
yeah, speaking of services you can offer on the Microsoft platform, talk to us about Teams, because everyone talks about Teams, Teams, Teams. It used to be at UCaaS, which is mostly voice, mobile, everything else, but now it's video, now it's collaboration, now it's I want to create a room full of coworkers and work on a project together and everything else. Talk to us about how you guys are working with that.
Yeah, so with Teams, and I mean, it's crazy. I think there was some stat that there was 2.7 billion minutes of meetings in one day that occurred on Teams.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sure after the COVID, it was huge. And just like us, I mean, we get Teams through our Office 365 account. So there's going to be so many more people who have Teams out there and they want to utilize it. So we really have kind of two service offerings. One is we can do the direct dialing through Teams. But for those customers who want more of an enhanced, more features and more enhancements, we can offer an integration into Teams. People who are used to using soft phones, but they may want more PBX features. But it's they have big companies out there. They may have some traditional employees who don't want to do that at all. They just want their traditional handset, hosted PBX. So we can do it all. We can do the gambit. You pick and choose what employees you want on which ones you want on the other, and we can handle all of them.
So is this something that's synonymous with Skype for Business, Teams? Is this all kind of collapsed into one now?
It hasn't fully yet, but I believe it will.
Excellent.
Like I think the Skype for Business is kind of Microsoft's attempt, but now with this acquisition of Meta, that's where I see they're taking this, and that's where I see they want.
No, that's great, Mark. That technology, it all has to be in place. It's the application that leads to the result, which is, again, happy customers with applications that just work. Let's talk about applications that work from home. With COVID-19, we've seen this dramatic shift in our world where technology now doesn't have to work in the office. The technology has to work for all your employees because now your employees are supporting your customers from their houses. How do you guys make it so that service level, that experience doesn't degrade by people literally working out of their home office, talking to the end user customers?
Yes. So for us, the nice thing being in the product space we were in, we were able to transition our entire team. When the governor said, hey, you guys got to shut down, they gave us an exemption, but not knowing, having all the uncertainty out there, we decided let's transition our employees to home. So we were able to transition everyone within a week, our call center, customer care, our NOC, everything. And then with our employees servicing our customers, the good thing is from what we sell and what we control, we had employees who worked with our customers to make sure that they had the increased bandwidth they may need as they were overwhelming their VPNs in some cases.
Right.
We had some customers who said, hey, I need a mobile application or I need a soft phone. We were easily able to quickly get them turned up. So we helped a lot of our customers migrate to that work at home environment, which was really great. And it was a great service offering for us.
No, that's awesome. And then tell me a little bit talking about service. Talk to me about your contact center, your ability to take an SMB or a mid-enterprise customer and allow them to kind of have a service orientation on a CCaaS platform.
Yep. And that's something that we really value here at FirstCom. I called a call center the other day. We were having an issue, and I actually got directed to an email. I had to send an email.
Oh my gosh.
Which I don't even think I ever received that email back. With us, if you call us, we want to hear from you. It helps us address your needs, but it also helps us get better as a company. So when you're calling, you're talking to FirstCom, you're talking to someone that sits right outside my office. And also, too, we provide escalation lists that go all the way up the chain. There's a lot of companies that, okay, I'm a tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and you just have to work your way up until you can finally get someone to address your problem. For us, we allow the customer to decide, okay, what level of escalation do I feel that I need? Do I want to bother the guy at the bottom or do I want to bother the guy at the top? And it's kind of funny,
the guy at the top,
too.
always.
I get small businesses, they're having problems with their fax. And they call me and, they may leave a message and it warms my heart or it lets me know we're in the right direction as a company. When I call them back, I've heard time and time again, that customer telling me, well, I wasn't expecting you to call me back, or I'm surprised you called me back, which amazes me because we call back our customers and we want to hear from them and we want them to be heard within our organization.
That's awesome, Mark. Well, I think there's really 3 areas that you focus on as a business. Your commitment to your product, which you've clearly demonstrated. Your commitment to your customers, which you've also just demonstrated. talk to us about your commitment to your channel partners and how we matter in your world.
You guys matter tremendously. I mean, FirstCom was built on the back of the agent community. Being around for 20 years in the business, we have customers that we are still paying agents on, and these customers have been with us for 15 years. So we have that longevity, and we value. So when we value the agent community like we do, we're always trying to really set a high level of compensation. We're offering right now the 7 times spiff on the UCaaS.
Wow.
And I know a lot of our competitors, they may have a lot of language written around of when you can, when you can't. It has to be a 5-year commitment. For us, we got rid of a lot of that stuff. It's just 7 times. Let's get sales. We want to get sales in the door. We want to start loading up our platform.
Fantastic. One last question, and we'll let you go. We know you're super busy. Mark, tell us a little bit about your advice to agents. If you had one thing that you could say to them, just hombre to hombre, like what would that be?
It's communication. We're both in business together. We want you to be successful because that will make us successful. And at any time, if there's any ideas, whether it's on a compensation standpoint, it's on a product offering, it's on a customer offering, we want to hear from you. We've got a lot of good dialogue with our agents, and that's what has allowed us to focus on the products that we focus on. But we need to keep evolving as a company. We are going to stay relevant, and we can't do that unless we're hearing, right? A lot of our agents, they're directly in every day. They know what everything's going on, and we need that knowledge, and we value that knowledge, and we want to hear from you.
That's awesome. Well, Mark, thank you so much for being on today's version of C2C. The thing that I took away from today is that you guys are small enough to care, big enough to matter. You can get the work done for the small guys. You can get the work done for the medium and enterprise. But you have enough people there that you can actually talk to somebody without having to, like maybe when you call the big guys, talking to someone offshore. So congratulations on what you've built. Congratulations on staying small. Honestly, that a lot of people don't see that as a badge of honor. I think in this case, it absolutely matters because, you can talk to the president of the company if something's wrong, and you'll actually answer the phone and text them back. I mean, I think there's definitely a lot of use cases where that is absolutely the white glove experience that the customer requires.
Yeah, the white glove. We hear that all the time, and that's why our customers come to us, and that's why our agents deal with it.
That's fantastic. Well, Mark, thanks for building and running a tremendous company, and thank you for being here on our show today. Thanks. It was great to have you. And if you'd like to learn more about First Communications, please give Telarus a call. We would love to help you sell as much First Communications to your customers as physically possible. Thank you again for your time. Mark, thank you for your time, sir. Until next time, everybody, take care. Have a good one. Bye-bye.